Hey, what's up? Welcome to the channel. We'll be talking about Final Fantasy and the reunion that we just came back from. So sit down, grab some snacks, let's have some fun. Roll that intro. Every road has its start, and mine starts here. I started playing Final Fantasy, the trading card game, October, November of 2018. I've always loved Final Fantasy, and a friend of mine told me about it, that the card game was out and that people were actually playing it, and I was super stoked. So I got into it immediately, and that January of 2019, Cards of Ivalice held their reunion. It was a few hours away from us, so I said screw it, and a bunch of my friends were going. Looked to be a good weekend. I was like, whatever. It'll be a practice competition. Never got to play in a competition before, just locals. And sure enough, it was a blast. I enjoyed every minute of it. We rented out a house, got to hang out with several people. I got to meet new friends, play a bunch of different decks, and all of that paid off. I ended up placing second, which is how I got this mat. And yeah, it was great. There's nothing bad I can say about it. Came back, was bitten by the bug, and wanted to play so much more. Fortunately, last year I had a lot going on with work. Life was super busy, and I couldn't really dedicate the time that I wanted to it. So this year's different. This year I've got a little bit more free time, and I want to compete. So this year we went to the second annual reunion. And I made a big mistake the night before, but we'll get into that in a minute. The reunion itself it was so much fun. We went up the night before, stayed at this really nice house that we did absolutely nothing with. We got up there Friday night, jammed some games in, and went to sleep for the tournament the next day. Kind of wish we had stayed the weekend and had some fun with it, but we all had to get back. The tournament itself, though, it was one day, 76 competitors, 8 rounds, and then cut to top 16. Top 16 got their mats, and then they played all the way up to top 4, which I then believe top 4 then split because they ended up getting too late into the night. It was a long day of tournament. We drove down before that because a few of us didn't make it to top 16, so worked out. But now I'm bitten again, and this year I'm going to compete. April is the first Crystal Cup in Tampa, and I've got from now until then to work on my deck, work on other decks, and just get better at the game, get that practice in, so that we can take the Crystal Cup. Where does this road go? The goal is to get to nationals. If we get to nationals, then the goal will be to win nationals. If we win nationals, then it'll be to win worlds. And if we win worlds, then it's to do it all over again. But right now, the goal is to get to nationals. It's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a lot of building, a lot of testing, a lot of mistakes. And it'll be fun. So the mistake I made, speaking of mistakes, the mistake I made before the reunion. I've been playing Warriors of Light for the last month and a half or so. I had it and I was topping at locals week after week without fail. Felt pretty confident going up to reunion. And on the way up, I decided I needed to make some changes for the meta. We were expecting WAF, we were expecting Rampier, and I didn't feel like I had the right answers for it. Okay, well you say, you tweaked your deck, you made some tech choices. Everyone does that. That makes sense. Now, I ended up changing out the entire backline, changing out the summons. I even made a couple changes to the forwards. The deck was nowhere near what it used to be when I went to go play it. And I only had that day to then practice it. And we'll talk more about the deck in a separate video. But I got it to a good place. I felt it was pretty strong by the time we were done. but still didn't have the chance to practice it, practice all the different matchups and tweak it, because no deck is done the first time you make it. So that showed. Went to the reunion, and I was playing it fairly well, probably not completely optimized. And I saw one WAF deck the entire day. People were complaining they were playing WAF all day long. I saw one deck. I got beat by Rampier and Mono Lightning left and right. Rampier is still such a strong deck. But yeah, so I came back, and we're gonna talk about the deck. We're gonna make some more tweaks. I haven't given up on it. I think it can get there, it can make the distance. But between here and Nationals, there's a long road ahead of us. And I'll be posting, different changes I make to the deck, updates as Opus 11 comes out and other opuses in the future. We'll make new decks and new tweaks, and we'll even do some fun decks for the hell of it. So yeah, the road starts here, and it goes to Nationals. Join me as I build, test, compete. We'll see where it goes. We'll have some fun along the way. Hey, so I forgot to add, on top of just posting stuff here, I will also be posting on Instagram. We play, Our Locals plays every Monday, so I'll be posting Mondays at the very least, and typically at least something every other day or so. So there'll be a lot of things out there for you guys to check out. Also, and that's at the Arcanum, links below. But also, if you like gaming content in general, I'll be making D&D stuff, board game stuff, and I even play Overwatch on Mixer on Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. So if you're interested in any of that, also come check those out. I post on TikTok. I'll be here on YouTube, Instagram, and Mixer for now, and then we'll expand even further beyond as we go along. So go ahead and check me out. It's at the Arcanum. Like I said, links will be below. Have fun, stay awesome.